welcome to a new episode of Second Take, where we revisit games that we already covered or already reviewed. This second take is on The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for Nintendo Switch, which, when reviewed by the Seoul Dojo, was given a 9 out of 10. I'm Niall, otherwise known as Dr. Nintendo. Happy to be on the Seoul Dojo channel. Let's get into this. So, for context, I actually got to play this game about a month earlier at an event I went to in August, and I absolutely loved it. Then when the game was released on September 20th, I still absolutely loved it, and honestly, at that point, it was a strong contender for my game of the year. I reviewed it on the We Talk podcast with Curtis, and I couldn't praise it enough. However, about a week later, my mind started to slightly change. Then the We Talk podcast returned a couple of weeks later, and my mind had totally changed. I was 100% off the game. But what do I think of it now, nearly 5 months after the game released? Where do I stand on it? Basically, my entire opinion on it is that it's okay. Let's talk about the positives first. First of all, the game has so much charm. All the characters feel weird and unique, the interactions with those characters are really interesting and entertaining, and the whole game is completely off the walls crazy, which helps it sell the original game's premise of all being set inside a dream. And the game looks absolutely beautiful. Every screenshot looks breathtaking. And then, Curtis, can you add in the clip of the guy at E3 going, "You're breathtaking." Thanks, sir. But I also think this game isn't without flaws. First of all, there aren't really any new additions to the game that weren't in the Game Boy version. The only new addition is the Dungeon Maker, which is awful in my opinion. I was really hyped about it when this feature was announced, and it's a super cool concept, but the execution was very, very poor. For something that says it lets you create your own Zelda dungeons, it feels insanely restricted and weirdly linear, only letting you place certain blocks of certain types of dungeons you've already been in the game. It just feels weak and a lazy thing that they threw in there in the last minute. So the only selling point this game properly has over the original is that it's on new hardware, so it's more up to date and runs a whole lot more smoothly. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, god damn it, I forgot about the overwhelming performance issues. I could go on for ages and ages about the weird performance issues in this game and where they come from, but I think Australian game reviewer Adam Knox put it best in his review on his podcast, where he said this.
To the detriment of the game, when literally your only sell on this is we've made the presentation nicer, and in one really significant way you've made it heaps worse,
Yeah.
then that's
It's just not good enough, and it's not even that much of a visually demanding game. Yes, it looks beautiful, but most of that is due to the art style, not the actual power and the graphics and the pure ability of the game. So between the performance issues and the fact that it's basically just a reskin of the original Game Boy game with very few changes, I still don't think it's worth the $60 price tag, and I think that's what this game comes down to for me. It's all about the price of it. If this game launched at about $35, I would be able to overlook the lack of changes, and yes, I'd still be annoyed with the performance issues, but in a weird way, I don't think it would affect my enjoyment of the game as much as it did if it had a lower price point. But hey, that's just my opinion. And if you want to hear more of my opinions, you can head over to my channel at youtube.com/Dr. Nintendo, or just search Dr. Nintendo and enjoy some of the content I've been putting out on there. And thank you so much to the Seoul Dojo for letting me back on the channel. I really appreciate it so much. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button to the Seoul Dojo and hit them up on all social media, and I'll check you guys later, alright? Peace. I did the outro. I said the thing that Curtis said. That's it, because it's his channel. Okay, bye!